I'm so much better than majority of you.
Amber just went live to tell her side of the story, which is in response to Valentine/Erica and her wife Brittany speaking out. So if you haven't seen that and need some context, go ahead and watch that first. I'll have it linked below and right here.
I just want to make it like very clear that like the only reason why I ever said Erica's name is because like a family was being like harassed because people thought like Valentine was someone that she wasn't. And it's like, I know that I promised Erica and Brittany that I would not say Erica's name. And I didn't say Erica's name ever for like a way to get back at her or whatever it is. I wasn't doing it in like a malicious way. No, I was doing it because I felt like it was the right thing to do. Thank you, Alexis. All I did was say Erica's name. That's all I did. I didn't share anything else besides the fact that she was married because that obviously affected me. You guys know I have the mental illness. I have multiple. So like this has just been a lot for Erica and her wife to do whatever the hell they're doing. I don't know what this is about. I never doxed Erica. I never said any like personal information, nothing. And then just like all of a sudden it's like they just want to spill everything and say everything. And obviously I listened to all of it and there are some truths and obviously there are some lies, things that I'm confused of, like why would you lie about certain things? Like you already look bad. Yes, I know a lot of people will be calling me a homewrecker. I get it. Like homewrecker Lynn. It was back in September. I received a message from Erica. I guess she saw one of my TikToks on Zachary Michael's channel. And because Zachary Michael was talking about my TikToks, like reacting to them. And in one of them, I said how I didn't have a type, but I really liked mask and possessive women. Erica saw that TikTok and she messaged me and said mask and possessive ? With like a little devil emoji. You know what? I was single. I was like, okay, like literally clicked her Instagram and I was like, definitely my type. Like cute. So I replied. We started talking and conversation got serious pretty quickly in the sense of like, she told me a lot about like her past and things with her family. And she just opened up to me really quickly. We became friends, I would say. During that time, I did find out. So some of this is going to be like what I thought at the time was true when I later found out wasn't true. So when me and her first started talking, she told me that she was married, but she was married for financial reasons and that they were in an open marriage. And that her wife didn't even live with her. Her wife was living with her partner, her other partner that she was in a relationship with. I thought that was like hectic. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, that's pretty hectic. An open marriage. Erica would always like just be like, me and my wife have an understanding. That was always her like go-to was me and my wife have an understanding with each other. So she didn't want to explain that understanding to me. I didn't think that Erica and I would get to the level that we got to because her and I did just stay friends for a while. You guys know me. I move really fast. That's just how like my heart works. It was different with Erica because it was just like a constant, super flirty friendship. But something I did notice is that she was always there for me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was single, so I talked to a few different people. That is true. She named some of them. And our feelings did start to grow for one another. And I could tell like it started to upset her when I would talk about these other people. And she would always say how she was on the back burner and how I wasn't giving her a chance and how I always had her at arm's length. Like, I'm not one to show screenshots, but I'm telling you, I have not deleted a single text message that her and I have exchanged. So there was one night in particular where I did get drunk. I did. And I was actually on the phone with Alexis and I was messaging Erica and I told Erica that I loved her. This was like in December. And that was like the first time that I ever said it, which was freaking crazy. The whole time it really was just like a super flirty friendship. But I realized like, wow, Erica really likes me and she wants me to like give her a chance. Like it felt nice knowing that like she was patient and she knew I was talking to like other girls and like she was still there for me. And like she always wanted to call me and like I would never answer her calls. Like it very much was like I was putting everyone else before her, but like she was always there. She was always, it made me realize like, wow, this girl really cares for me. You know, I guess there was a part of me that was like, Amberlynn, like something's off, something's off. But like I was ignoring it. You guys, in one of my recent videos, I told you guys like I ignore red flags. So anyways, it was like in December when I told Erica for the first time that I loved her. And I was drunk when I said it, like, but it opened up a whole other freaking thing for Erica and I because of that one moment. I do want to make it clear that in Erica's story, she said that we stopped talking for a little bit. Literally the only reason why we stopped talking is because she got mad at me because I actually started communicating more frequently with another girl. And she got upset about that. That's the only reason why we stopped talking, and was literally only for a few days. Like, I don't understand. I wasn't the one who messaged her after those few days of her just being like, I'm done. Like, she came back to me. I'm not trying to be cocky, but she literally couldn't get enough. We started to talk more. I actually started to answer her phone calls. So this whole time I still thought she was in a open marriage. So an open marriage means like y'all make your own rules. Like you're seeing other people. So I had assumed that Erica's wife was living with her partner. I also assumed that Erica was super unhappy with her wife, and Erica made me believe, like, she would say things like, I haven't felt this way in over a decade. Like, you opened something inside of me that, like, I didn't even know was there. Like, Brittany and Erica said that they messaged me as a troll in the beginning. So Brittany is supposed to be a therapist. They watched me for, what, over 5 years? They knew my mental health. They knew my mental state. They knew who I was. They knew that I had BPD. They knew these things, and a therapist still chose to troll me. I don't even know if I fully believe that it started as a troll. I don't know. Maybe it did, but the fact is, Erica fell in love with me. Erica was going to move in with me, and she is downplaying everything that happened, especially after February 14th when she asked me to be her girlfriend. My whole thing was like, okay, Erica, we're both in love. Like, why aren't we committed to one another? Like, why aren't we together? Like, let's seal that deal. When I fall in love with someone, like, I want to be with them. And I thought I was in love with Erica, and I thought she was in love with me. So I was like, let's like do that thing. Let's like commit to one another. And it's true. She did ask like, what would that entail? And so I told her like, it's like loyalty, more like communication together and commitment with one another and things like that. And she agreed to it. She's like, yeah, like, do you want to be my girlfriend? Erica is a known liar and a known cheater. She has cheated on Brittany multiple times, like so many times. And Erica told me everything about their marriage, about all of the times she's cheated. Brittany's a cheater. Their marriage is a mess. Their marriage is a mess. So in my brain, it made sense to me. These two cheaters want to be in an open marriage. It makes sense. They're not fully happy with one another. Once me and Erica became committed, I feel like my brain and my like heart, I'm just like what's the word? Hardwired. All of my energy like went to her. We created a routine. This was a daily routine that we had. That there was a time where Erica's wife moved back in with her. That did happen, and I was fully aware of that. But Erica was there for me for months. Like, she would see me cry, and she was there for me, and she would comfort me, and she showed me a love and a patience and an understanding that like surprised me. And even before Erica asked me to be her girlfriend, I knew that she was once a hater. Now Erica's saying, I don't know if the real Amberlynn is YouTube or the real Amberlynn is the one that I got to know. Erica, you know the truth. You know that the real me is the one you got to know. And you know that because you know my heart. But she said, like, when I was with Feline, she slowly started seeing a different side of me. And then especially after me and Feline broke up, she realized, wow, like, I kind of like Amberlynn. Like, she's kind of hot. We formed a routine where she would call me every single morning while her wife was at work. And she did that because I was always questioning, why can't you tell your wife about me if you're in an open relationship? Like, I don't understand. And she's like, I just don't want to hear it. Like, I just don't want to hear what Brittany's going to say about me being with Amberlynn. Da, da. And then I understood because you guys used to hate watch me. So you don't want Brittany to make fun of you. I totally get it. I did feel ashamed. I mean, I did feel ashamed. I felt like she felt ashamed of me. Someone said address the Ozempic. Literally, semaglutide did stop working, but you guys, I'm not gaining weight. I'm actually losing weight. There was a video that I was going to post, which had a weigh-in, but this is when our relationship got extremely sexual. We would have video, I don't know what you guys want to call it. She was sending me sexual videos and photos. I was sending her sexual videos and photos. We were getting very close in that way. Like, I love you and I can see myself being with you forever. Like, you make me so happy. Like, you are my world. Like, you are my baby. I am obsessed with you. Like, so one of the videos that Erica sent me, that was a sexual video. I saw her wife's slipper in her foot right next to Erica. Let me rewatch this video. And I had to like zoom in. Alexis, okay, let's be so for real. Alexis is on my FaceTime right now, emotional support animal. You guys would be obsessed with her and love her so much. And I know a large part of you just want to hate anyone who loves me. Erica was going to allow me to ask her anything because she wanted to reveal the truth about everything. And Erica was so worried with whatever I was going to find out that I was going to leave her and all this stuff, that literally one day at work, she was freaking out and she ended up leaving work. She was crying. The first question I asked her was, are you and your wife actually in an open marriage? Or if she finds out that you have a whole ass girlfriend, is she going to feel betrayed? And she said, I'm actually not in an open relationship. I have an actual real marriage. Me and Erica first started talking in September. Didn't even know she was actually married until I'll say like a month later. Not really sure on the timeline there. But I didn't even find out that like it was a real true marriage until months after, like I would say like 2 months after we started dating. I do see someone saying her wife is on her Instagram. I think I was blocked from that shit. Because I'm one of them ones, I'm going to go to your Instagram and I'm going to look. This is where I'm in the wrong. I stayed with Erica when she said that she was in a marriage and that her wife would feel betrayed if she found out. I stayed with her. Erica firmly made me believe that she was in an unhappy marriage, that she wanted to be happy with me, that she wanted to come move in with me. So how the topic of her coming to move was, obviously we wanted to meet in person. Like Erica was like, if I come visit you, I'm not going to be able to go back. And that's when I was just like, you know what? Why don't you just move in? Erica's such a fucking liar about, I was slowly pulling back from her. She just wouldn't leave me alone. It's like, block me. She's trying so hard to save her marriage that it's like, it's insane to me. I get it. You don't want to lose her because you have cheated so many freaking times. It's not even funny. And she still stays with you. Brittany, you deserve better. I'm AMBERLYNNREID and Erica fell for me. That has to suck. Like y'all started it as a troll and it ended up being to the point where Erica was going to move in with me, but she was telling me that she was going to write her wife a note, leave the house to her wife. You guys are asking about the Life 360. That did happen. She told me that she has Life 360. And I was like, what is that? And she was like, Brittany wants to track wherever I go because she thinks I'm cheating on her. And I was like, oh, awkward. Can we do Life 360? Like, I thought it would be fun. I was like, we can have each other's location. Anytime I would leave my house, she would get a notification that I left my house and she would say, where are you going? She would also Google addresses. Like Erica has a side to her that is scary. Like,
I literally told you not to date her.
Oh wait, say how scary?
She says the worst things you could possibly say to another human being, especially someone you're supposed to love.
So, okay, it was June 9th, her uncle died. Erica and I are in a fully like committed relationship. And then by the fucking time you told me that you're in a real life marriage, I was too fucked up to say bye. Like, I hate more than anything blaming my BPD. I get a favorite person. Erica was that for me. June 9th, her uncle dies, and she immediately tells me. When Erica's like hurting or she's mad or something bad happens, like she's just very amplified. She is very much one of them types of people. So she responded like she usually does. And then all of a sudden she just like disappears like off of the face of the planet. That was hard for me because I didn't understand it. For days, she just wouldn't talk to me. And as someone with BPD, like it mentally was messing with me. And I would message her a few times a day and I would tell her, why aren't you talking to me? We finally had the discussion and she was saying how like, she doesn't know if she wants to be with me, but she wants me to make that choice. Like I have those screenshots, like I do. Her saying how like after we broke up, how I kept messaging her and I was having a BPD freak out. That's a lie. So after we broke up, like that's when she started talking to me again. Yes, there was a little tiny flirting happening. You saying that you needed your wife to interfere so you and I could stop talking? Were you that hung up on me that like you literally couldn't just be like, Amberlynn, we can't do the friendship thing? I don't know. I don't remember what day, but it was sometime in June 22nd or something. Brittany called me And she was super sweet, saying how her and I are both a victim of this, both a victim of Erica, how I'm not the first person that Erica has done this with. I won't be the last. About a month, I knew about the wife, like them being in like a marriage for maybe less than 2 months. When I learned she was married, it should have been over immediately. Yes. But my brain just like wouldn't allow it. Depending on where Erica was located, it's illegal to record a phone call without both parties' consent. I can help. I don't know if it's like illegal or legal. I don't care that the call was recorded. I don't care if she posts my freaking pictures and my videos and my photos. I literally don't. I just don't. I regrettably told her a lot about my past. Now she is using my pain and my story and just who I am as a person as bait. I don't know if this is some sort of like kink that they have, because I know I don't kink shame, but I know they have their own little situation type deal going on that is wild to me. But did you text her off of another number like she said you did? Yes, I did. It was like this weird closure thing for me. Yes, she blocked me after her wife found out about me. Apologize to Brittany. I apologized to her on the phone, and she is a victim of this, and my apology means nothing to her. Like, she's a hurt woman who just continuously gets hurt, and I helped in that. Cancel me all you want. I really just don't care at this point. No, I don't have control over my BPD fully. I don't, but I've improved so much, and I'm not gonna like take away from that. Like, I really, really have. So address Danielle, who's also married. Danielle is not married. A, Danielle is not married, and B, Danielle has nothing to do with this conversation. Did Britt apologize for trolling you? No. I feel really fucking sad hearing that, but I don't need an apology from anybody.
I think you should stop
Crying?
No, responding to stupid comments. Someone asked you if you're getting high. Like, come on.
Oh, okay. Thank you, YouTube manager. People are upset because you involved yourself in a marriage knowingly. It was fucked up when you said Erica's name when you promised not to. As much as how hectic this is, I wouldn't take it back. Valentine was real, and everyone thought Valentine was fake. I have said multiple times that there is a life outside of YouTube. I have a whole different life. I hate YouTube right now. Tommy first messaged me on June 18th. Me and Erica broke up 3 days before that. Cheaters choose to cheat. Homewreckers can't do it alone. This girl was sending gifts and texting from her marital bed. Yeah, you can't say you won't do revenge, but then sit there and talk about it in details. It's the same thing. Is it, Alexis? Help.
What?
Did I fuck up?
I don't think so.
Is describing a sexual situation the same as me like physically showing it? That was when I was on semaglutide. So today, here's the weigh-in. All right, I'm gonna turn on the scale. I'm stepping on.
467.8 pounds.
Oh my God. 467.8. So that means I'm actually down weight, and I had a feeling I was going to be, because like 467.8 last time I weighed myself. You're going to have to consider compiling evidence like phone logs and stuff, because they are determined to pretend this is all on you and not them. I don't care enough to do all that. But like, not only are they bad people, liars, trolls, cheaters, but like, they're just doing this to be dirty. A homewrecker. This is about a cheater. This is about people trolling. Abby is also a friend who literally has nothing to do with this. Why did you say Alexis gives you the ick? I've never said that.
I just want to start off by saying that I know I'm not very well liked in the community, and that's fine. You guys can continue to say whatever you want about me, that I'm a clout chaser and I'm irrelevant and I'm annoying. That's fine. But if I was that irrelevant or that annoying, you guys wouldn't be leaving hundreds of comments on my TikTok every day, reaching out the way that you do in support of me, in support of Amber. I know that Amberlynn has said and done a couple of controversial things on YouTube during her career over the last decade. I'm not a stranger to this. I was a viewer before I was a friend. We started talking in July of 2023. Amberlynn has shown me one of the greatest friendships that I have known in my 28 years of life. She truly makes me feel like I am not so alone in this world. The people that I have surrounding me in my real life have never shown me the kind of patience and understanding and unconditional love like Amberlynn has. I also want to address that I do not know Tommy in real life. I know that Tommy lives in Wisconsin, and that is purely coincidental. When Amberlynn reached out to me and said that she was seeing someone in my state, I mean, like, of course I'm gonna be like kind of like happy about that. I would love for my best friend to be closer to me. I would love to not have to hop on a plane or drive every time I want to see her. So of course I was in support of her seeing someone in my state. And this is the portion of the video where I get sassy. Message for Erica. You don't scare me. And I know you told me that I needed to be careful and that you know more about me than I think you do. Well, vice versa. Yes, I've had a couple of girlfriends over the last year. That's fine for me. I don't have a wife. And regardless if you and Amberlynn had a relationship or not, you've cheated on your wife before and you're gonna do it again because that's the kind of person that you are. So if you wanna play this game, Erica, I'm more than happy to play with you. And quite frankly, I believe this is probably coming out now because you probably can't pay rent again because you're a job hopper and you're unstable and your wife doesn't work and you have a steroid problem. And not only do you have to support your and your wife's needs, but also your other girlfriend's needs.
Brittany is no victim. She told Erica to troll her. Yeah, but that troll fell in love with the AMBERLYNNREID. I don't know what to tell you about it. Like, she got to know the real me, and she liked her, I guess. Kind of a lot.